Okay, you also in this video, I want to give you an overview of our Blackboard shell so that you can know where some things are located. Hopefully this will help you navigate Blackboard. So if you notice, I have opened up Blackboard and I have gone to BAS 283 Principles of Management. Here's some numbers here to make sure that you're in the right class, okay? So these first four, this is just the semester that we're in. It's fall 2024. And then this is our course designation, 25Z1. All right, you don't need to know that information. That's just to make sure that you're in the right place. If this looks different for any of you, please let me know. It should be the same for everybody. All right, under the class, I'm going to pull up a student preview so you can see what it looks like from your perspective. I get a little bit of a different perspective on things as the instructor, but you should see the file here that says Start Here, Course Overview. You can open that up and have access to things like the syllabus, some information about me, a help guide for how to use Blackboard. If you need accommodations, okay, if you have a documented disability and you need accommodations, inside this link is resources that you can use to make sure that you get those accommodations and communicate everything. Academic resources are available here. There's an app for Blackboard. So if you want to do some work on your phone or have access to discussion boards or grades on your phone, this is information of how to download the app and some cool features of what the app can do. If you ever have trouble with technology, here's some troubleshooting resources. And then Netiquette. Let's take a look at the syllabus briefly. Just take a look at what the syllabus looks like. You can download this. I encourage you to save it in your files or print off a copy for yourself. But in the syllabus, you can see the course designation again, the title of the class. We're in the first bi-term in the fall of 2024. And of course, we're at Elizabethtown Community and Technical College. Here's a course description for you. This class will examine the functional framework of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling as it's utilized to introduce the management process. Introduces the interdisciplinary nature of management with the inclusion of relevant aspects of human behavior and rational decision making. All right. Here's my contact information. So this is my office location. I'm in the Learning Resource Center building. We refer to that as the LRC building on campus. I'm in room 111. This is my email address. A little further down is my phone number, but you can see my office hour policy. So I'm in my office on Mondays and Wednesdays. You can meet with me with no appointment needed from 8:30 to 10. So from 8:30 until class starts, I'm in my office. You can just pop in anytime, no appointment necessary. If I'm meeting with another student, we may have to wait. But if I'm here and the door is open, and it will be during this period, you can just come right on in. After class, immediately when class ends at 11:30, I go back to my office and I'm available for another hour if you want to stick around and ask questions or get advice or talk about advising, whatever the case may be. Okay, that's on Mondays and Wednesdays. After 12:30, Monday through Friday, if you want to meet with me, I ask that you schedule an appointment. But this will ensure that I get to see you. Just shoot me an email. Let me know that you want to schedule an appointment, what day and what time, and I'll make sure that I have you on my calendar. But like I talked about in the introductory video, I'm available on Microsoft Teams by appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, I will leave campus around 4:30 every day. So if you want to schedule an appointment at 4:30, I'll just stick around a little while. I'll meet you on Teams, no problem. If you want to meet me at 7 o'clock tonight, no problem. Now, I'll be at home and I'll be in my comfy clothes, but I'm there to help you and will be available. So to schedule an appointment, contact me through your ECTC email or by phone, and you can ask questions if you need to that way, or you can set up a Teams meeting. I can answer any question you might have about the course. I'll make every effort to reply to emails and calls within 24 hours. Emails submitted or calls made during the evenings or weekends or holidays, I may not get to them in 24 hours. But basically, send me an email. Let me know when you want to meet. I will confirm the meeting with you and send you a calendar invitation to your ECTC email. If it's a Teams meeting, that calendar invitation will have a link. You just click the link and join in the session. No problem. There's alternate contact information listed here. Here's our textbook. Now, you already have the e-textbook on Blackboard, but if you want a loose leaf copy, if you want a hard copy, it's available in our bookstore. You don't have to buy a book. It's already included in Blackboard. Other resources that you'll need some readings that I'll provide to you. You'll need access to Blackboard, of course, and then you'll need access to your KCTCS email. Here's my encouragement. Please check your email every day. All right. You'll see some course requirements. So this is an asynchronous class. That means you're logging in at different times. We're not on this video at the same time, right? So if you have questions, you have to reach out to me. That's what I mean when I say attendance and participation. All right. I have a statement here that says taking an online course is not easier or faster. It'll take as much time as a face-to-face class, if not more. So in addition to time online, accessing new material, and participating in discussions, you'll spend several hours a week offline studying, working with course materials. It'll be helpful to set aside regular study time when you can work uninterrupted. One thing I want to talk about right here, this is an important requirement. In the first week, you have to complete an introductory discussion post during the first week of class. That's due on Thursday, actually. If you don't complete that introductory discussion post, I'm going to drop you from the class. And that's not to be mean. It's not to set you back or cause problems for you. On the contrary, we don't want you to owe money for a class that you don't intend to take. Okay, so if you don't show up to class in your in-person classes in the first week, we'll drop you from the class. Or if it's an online class, if you don't do this first discussion post, then I'm going to drop you from the class. Here's course competencies that you can review. Here's a breakdown of what kind of assignments that you'll be asked to do. Here's a grading scale for this class. So I have a neat little breakdown of what each letter grade actually means. We don't give F's here. We give an E, but same idea here. We want to avoid that grade if we can. There's 100 points possible in this class. Don't let that freak you out any. It could have just as easily have been 1,000 points. An assignment may be worth 1 point in my class. Don't think that that's not important. Think of it as like it's worth 10 points, okay, in a 1,000 point class. If you have questions about this, let me know. I did this so that it's easier for you to understand kind of where you are at any given point in time. There's 100 points possible in the class. So if you have 80, you have a B, okay? It just makes things easier. All weekly assignments are due on Sundays at 11:59 p.m. It's wise to complete your work ahead of time. But remember, as I said in the introductory, if life happens and prevents you from turning something in, just reach out to me and let me know. Okay, I can be flexible. The last section of the syllabus will include some policies, some ECTC policies. Here's a policy on late work. Here's a policy on attendance. Now, I do want to spend just a couple minutes on academic honesty. I take this one pretty seriously. So please, please, please don't plagiarize. Don't cheat. Don't falsify your papers or assignments. If you have submitted work for a class, please don't use it again in my class. Okay, that's a multiple submission. It's also plagiarism. Don't use somebody else's work or copyrighted materials and pass it off as your own. Don't use artificial intelligence to do your work for you. I can tell. All right. Violation of the academic honesty policy can result in failure of the assignment, failure of the course, and possibly further consequences from the institution. So you can't say that you didn't know about the policy. It's in the syllabus. I'm covering it in the video too. Please, please, please do your own work. Submit your own work. And if you cite sources, just cite your source and don't plagiarize somebody else's work. Don't try to pass it off as your own. If you need accommodations, here's more of that information with links. This is a Title IX statement. please familiarize yourself with this. Contact information is available here too. We have a withdrawal policy. We also have information here about the Student Success Hub and Family Scholar House, which I touched on in the first video. Here's a statement about safety and well-being and a statement about essential skills. So I studied history and political science. People ask me all the time, bet you don't use that degree, do you? Bet you I do, because I learned things like how to communicate effectively or how to adapt to change. In this class, these are 4 essential skills that we're going to touch on specifically: communicating effectively, adapting to changing circumstances while leading and supporting others, performing professionally within your chosen field or study or occupation, and thinking critically in order to solve problems and create new ideas and solutions. So please review the whole syllabus. All the information listed there is important, and you should go back to the syllabus over and over again if you have questions or concerns. I'm also available, but your syllabus is a resource that you can have handy. Also, within the Blackboard course, we have information on tutoring resources. So you have access to BrainFuse as an ECTC student. Here is a guide for how to use BrainFuse. That's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Here's also information about the Student Success Hub. Any of this information, if you need any type of tutoring resources or non-academic supports, let me know. I can plug you in by just making an introduction with the right people. All right, so that brings us to week 1. Each week, you'll have subfolders here. In week 1, you just have this one folder. I list out instructions of things that you need to do in each week and how many points are associated with the assignment. So for week 1, you should read chapter 1, okay? And it doesn't have points with it. You're on the honor system to make sure that you read the material. But then complete a smart book assignment. Introduce yourself in the discussion post. Submit an email to me in Blackboard. Now, that's what will constitute your writing assignments in this class. So I have never, not even once, had to write a research paper at work. But I have written a slew of email. So writing assignments in this class will be in the form of email. You won't actually send me the email, okay? You'll submit it in Blackboard, but you should format the assignment like an email and answer the prompt as best you can. Finally, you'll have a quiz. If you add up all the points, it adds up to 10 points. There's 10 points available each week. That's 80 points, 8 weeks in the class, 10 points per week. That's 80. The other points are going to be given in your midterm exam, which is at the halfway point of the class, and your final exam at the end of the class. All right. Here's a video. I try to include those videos as best I can. You'll see this video just underneath. Here's the instructions. Here's a link to your reading and to your smart book assignment. Here's your introductory discussion. This is how you will just introduce yourself. Here's instructions for your email assignment, okay, and then your quiz. So everything's listed here. You just go down the list, follow these instructions. If you have questions or concerns, let me know. I hope this helps. If you have questions, let me know. If something doesn't make sense, please reach out to me. But I look forward to class, you all, and look forward to week 1. Thank you so much.